Hello again, friends! And you are our friends. Welcome to D&M Sports Break number 212. We've got some brand new one-pack magic coming up here for you today. Two of the brand new Engrained Icons, one of the ultimate hit-or-miss products that you can come up with, where we will test the limits of what an icon really is. We will do Stature, Premier, 24-25, a trip to the spa, and 23-24 metal hockey. Back yet again, looking for those PMGs and jambalayas. Aloha to Hunter and Chris, Matt, Reggie, and Julien. Welcome into the break there, my friends. They are putting numbers down. Why would they do such a thing, you may ask? Well, let me tell you, because if we can pull a short-printed card, or a number that is short-printed, and you can guess a number on that card, you're going to win a prize. For example, Hunter guessed Sasha Barakov's number 16. If we pull a card numbered, let's say, 16 out of 99, he'll win a prize. The only thing he has to do is like this feed. So make sure that you guys go on, you see the video right in front of you, hit that little like button, then you can kick your feet up and relax. If you don't get that little like button, no prize for you, or soup. We have a quick trade to announce. Chris McCulley taking care of Dale, downtown Dale Traits, sending the Boston Bruins to Dale, gives him his favorite team, and in returns will take the Tampa Bay Lightning back. And I think aside from that, as per the usual, as I go to find my petit couteau here, Couteau. As per the usual, just keep it positive, right? You guys are really, really good at that. When you see a nice card, go out of your way and say, hey, that's a really nice card, or, oh man, I love that player, or whatever it may be. Because if you get a nice pull, you'd probably like some other guys to go to you and say, hey, wow, that's a really nice card, that's a beautiful one, that type of thing. Yes, Mattia, we got some, had some either new people or some guys kind of returning into the break, and it was nice to see a nice little arrangement. For example, Jamie here with San Jose, Matt has Montreal, Santa Scott going in with Philadelphia, Chicago went to Johnny, so it was nice to see a little bit more parity, let's just say, when it comes to some of that. And as much as we all like Trevor to do well, sometimes he can share those good teams too. Yvonne, I am absolutely wonderful and glorious and excellent and everything along those lines. I hope you're doing well as well. That was very unwieldy of me. I hope you are doing great as well. That probably works better. And you are correct, Dale. Last break of the year. So we will do another break next Sunday, as per the usual. So we are not skipping any weeks, even though we had Christmas and we had New Year's and all that type of stuff. Next week will be, of course, another fun one, as per the usual. But aren't they all fun at the end of the day? Don't we all just have such a great time? And we're making friends. Oh, friends are great. Some people have too many friends, but at the same time. But yeah, hopefully everybody's Christmas was absolutely spectacular. If you're anything like me, obviously it becomes all about the kids. And if they're happy, that's what matters. And at the same time, every year it makes me realize I got my children way too much stuff. You can tell early when they open something, it is, oh my god, thank you, oh, I wanted that. And then as the gifts start to go, the level of enthusiasm has diminishing returns, let's just say that. Dale, that comment on the Panthers is not very nice, so I'm skipping over you. So Mario, that's for you. That's off the ceiling. Hopefully that goes with the rest of the marks that I've already done. I was told to be careful of the ceiling. I don't take instructions very well, so here we go. All right, I think we've killed enough time. It's time to take a dive into the Metal Universe side of things. Of course, I think we all know the shtick, if you will, when it comes to the Metal Universe, this being 23-24. There are some dual year products that we have, but this being the only real 23-24. 15 packs with 7 cards each. It acts as a very nice appetizer. We should get an insert, a high number base card, and a base rookie in every pack. Wyatt Johnston, not Johnson, Jacob Slavin, Josh Modesty, and we have Charlie McAvoy. Hiding behind him is a premium prospect with Jackson Lacombe. Behind that, the second best Chicago Rookie of the Year would be Kevin Korchinski, and your base high number will be Nikita Kucherov. Your Kucherov, typically the high numbers will always be in an alternate jersey. I see you there, Linda. I got you down for 99. You too, Vince. And yeah, Chris, we between you and I there, Chris, we actually have a Red Bedard PMG out for grading right now. So hopefully that comes back decently. We got Stammer, Fiala, Jake Getzel. I like how I said between you and me, and I said that in front of like dozens of people. Jared McCann, and behind that is everyone's favorite. It's time, everybody, for a little head. This time featuring Thomas Novak. Quick peekaroo there at the backaroo. Come on, there we go. You know you're good when your highlight is earning the 3rd star of the night against San Jose before Celebrini showed up. There you go. Devin Levi's your base rookie with the Sabres. And Halifax's second favorite son, Nathan McKinnon, is your high number. Anyone who has gotten a wild card rookie redemption in the breaks, I've emailed you about mine. They said it won't be till the end of next summer. I remember you mentioning that, Hunter. It is... I remember you mentioning that in store. So yeah, the artifact redemptions seem to be quite delayed as per UD. Upper Deck has a habit of over-delivering and under-promising, if you know what I mean. So I wouldn't necessarily say, oh no, you're not going to get your stuff till August or September. There's a chance, so I mean, they're telling you that for a reason, but yeah, you can always keep track of your redemption statuses, of course, on the website. Timo Meyer, Tristan Jarry, we got Lundy and Taylor Hall behind that. One of the nicer looking cards, the Metal Universe. Again, Kevin Korchinski's back again, tell a friend. Vincent Desjardins all over again. And Tage Thompson is your base. Tage Thompson. Two-time Stanley Cup winner Sergei Bobrovsky. We have Bo Horvat, Colton Parayko, and J.T. Comfer. The Simon Evanson getting the Tatari Star. And my best Carl Sagan, a Tatari Star is described as a current star expected to grow to the same power or bigger than the sun. Matty Nyes is your rookie there. I played fantasy hockey, and the guy had Matt Nyes on the bench, had like 12 points, had like 13 goals. It was great. Cale Makar is your high number. Obviously, he did not have 13 goals, but I appreciated him not believing in Matt Nyes nonetheless. Former Seattle Thunderbird Shea Theodore, Troy Terry, Mason McTavish, and John Tavares. Premium prospect this time is going to be Aiden McDonough, Stanislav Slovil, and the first man to touch the Stanley Cup in 2024 and 2025, Sasha Barkov. That is the left side of the box. Metal is always a fun one to sit back and put a game on, you know what I mean? You get 15 packs, whole bunch of stuff. Only 3-0. Well, at least it's not 7-0, Chris. And Dale had Nyes on the bench too. Well, Dale, we appreciate your sacrifice. Claude Giroux, Matthias Ekholm. We have Nico Hischier and Kent Johnson. Sneaking out is Connor Bedard with some energetic explosions. And that gets your first rookie Bedard on the board. So we'll plop that right there. Matt Coronado and Jack Eichel are the base. I said it earlier, but I want to double check. Chicago 14, that is Johnny. So Johnny, you're on the board with a Bedsy rookie. Nothing too crazy. It's just getting us going. We've got the Otter, Markstrom, Suzuki, and JJ Peterka. Your Skybox Metal Universe rookie is Simon Nemec, former second overall pick. Simon Edvinsson is your base rook, and Roman Josi is your high number. For those of you not sure, Edvinsson is a Red Wing, Nemec a Devil, and Roman Josi from Smashville. Came down to him or Panarin. I made the wrong choices. I got shut out. Can't trust New York at all. They got shut out by David Rittich, I think, didn't they? Marcus Foligno, Anders Lee, Darcy Kemper, and Cole Perforati, as some people call him, even though his name is Perfetti. We're going to knock up this camera just slightly. There we go. Hiding behind that. Premium prospect, that is a fact. Two-time Stanley Cup champion, but his name's on the Cup once, Mackie Semaskevich. We got a little Gouda Trevor Zegras, and what came with Mackie is a rookie Raphael Lavoie. That is halfway through the Skybox. Have not found our premium hit or what have you yet. Typically most boxes have either an auto, a PMG, a case hit, that type of thing. Patrick Laine, Newfoundland's own Dawson Mercer. We got D-Lark and Matchbox 20, Rob Thomas. Melting down is Jared McCann. He's really found a home in Seattle. He got passed around quite a bit. Kind of like Zach Hyman. Sometimes it just takes a right team. Samuel Bolduc with the Isle and AM34 with the Leafs. I've said it once, I'm going to say it again. I feel Austin Matthews is officially damaged goods. I think that back injury is something that is going to affect him for the rest of his career based off what we're seeing now. Monty, I hope that's not the case, but Matthews worries me. Nick Backstrom, Chandler Stevenson, and Seth Jarvis, who follows us around in most breaks. Vincent Iorio, he's your Skybox rookie. Sean Farrell with Montreal, and Neon Leon Draisaitl. Is your high number. Is your high number. All right. Pavel Zacha, Lucas Raymond, Kadri, and Slav. Hiding behind Slav. Your 9.461 kilometer of Nick Perbix. Perbix. Those are tougher hits. We looked up what that 9461 E3, whatever the hell it is, was before. I've already forgot. I think it was like the average that the player skates in a game or something silly. Ivan Miroshenko, close enough, and Kopi, your base rookie. How do you think Team USA is feeling with Matthews? He has to make the team, but I think now the difference is he ain't a bona fide number one lock, right? Like, if you have AM34 on the third line, maybe you work with that. I think he deserves to be on the Olympic team, but, like, is he better than Jack Eichel right now? No, right? Like, these are the questions that we're now having to have where it was an afterthought. It was always Matthews would be the number one guy, but I guess Mitch Marner was more important than Torontonians thought. Johnny G, Torrey Crew, J-Rock's favorite player of the whole wide world, Math, and Freddie Anderson. Your Z-Force will be Jack Hughes, just don't give him any knives. We have Pavel Mintunkov, your base rookie with Anaheim, and Rasmus Dahlin in your Buffalo. He was already named the original six. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that when you originally name him in that original six, you're probably assuming he's going to be like your number one guy, right? You should pick Zegers. Case goes to a shootout. It's not a bad thing. Not a bad suggestion. That's what we're looking for. Pavel Buchnevich said, no, I did not see Cole Hudson take the puck to the throat. I did not see that, actually, Dale. It's me. Yesterday was a very busy day. JT Miller and D-Gun. And there is a purple parallel. You don't see those. Featuring Aidan McDonough in Vancouver. And that is going to be numbered out of 199. And if anyone out there has guessed Eric Lindros' number 88 and liked this feed, they will win a prize. That purple is absolutely gorgeous. I get it. Not the biggest name, whatever. The purple is absolutely beautiful. Adam Ginning in Philly and Mo Sai with the Red Wings. 2 packs to go. And then we're going to start looking for some ink. The toughest spleen in the league, Mark Stone. We got Mika Zibanejad, Victor Hedman, and Kirby Doc. And there we go. So we get an excellent autograph. Player, checkmark. Great rookie, checkmark. Excellent autograph. It's a little scribbly. But it is what it is. It's an auto nonetheless. That gets Buffalo on the board. Zach Benson is absolutely excellent. He missed a little bit of time this year, but he's already back in their top 9. He is born, I think, in only, doesn't say it, but I think only 05. Like, he is just a baby. We're going to put Benson right there in the middle. Jonathan Grud, Mr. Gruden, your base rookie of Pittsburgh. And Jordan Kyrou is your base. Buffalo, number 20, that is Brad. So Brad Clare. Very, very nice. Nothing wrong with that at all. We'll take a Zach Benson auto any day. Final pack here. The idea. Apologize for clearing my throat so much. Something in the air. The idea is going to be we'll go to the spa, we'll do our Engrained Icons, and then we'll go home with Stature and Premier. And look at you guys with the positivity. I got Fred G, we got Levy, we got Julien and Chris and Dale. I appreciate seeing that stuff, because if you're Brad, I bet you're like, all right, yeah, I'm feeling pretty decent right now. That's what it's all about. It's all about good vibes. Good vibrations. Don't look at Evan Boucher if you want that. Mario Ferraro, Kyle Connor, speaking of American-born lockdown forwards, and Philip Gustafson. Your final insert will be the captain of the Minnesota Wild, Jared Spurgeon, with the meltdown. Behind that is a base rookie for Marco Casper. Very strong rook there. And Jack Hughes will be your final high number for metal. And just like that, metal is done. A Bedard rookie, a short print rookie, and a rookie autograph, in addition to all those other cards. So we can complain, but we can't complain that much, if I may. Oh, boys, here we go again. We've pulled some big boomers out of this, and you know all the gimmick now. SP Authentic's pretty much a mainstay in our breaks at this point. We do one pretty darn much every single week, because how can you beat it? It's a box, it's quick enough with 10 packs. You get 2 autos, typically, for sure. Sometimes you'll get 3. You want that elusive Future Watch auto, of course. And 1 out of 16 will actually have a patch auto, which are incredibly sought after, as we stare into Macklin Celebrini's dead, glossy eyes. Channeling Macklin. All right. Oh, box number 64. Or 864, or 6864, depending on how superstitious you guys want to get. Canada Juniors won the 2 games, but G's didn't dump. You know what? We're starting to now see firsthand, Evil, when we talk about the juniors or even the Olympics. I talked to Al today, and if Al is watching, hello to you, Al. And he's right. These teams got good by getting Canadians to go over and teach them the game. Countries came here, learned why we're so dominant, took it back to their nation, and then it takes a little bit of time. It used to be only 4 or 5 nations. Then Finland started to become a bit more of a, I don't want to say a superpower, but a threat is probably the right word. Now Czechia is getting there. But now you've got, I mean, look at Germany. The Draisaitl, the Siders, the Stützles, like you've got these countries that were always an afterthought that are becoming big, and Latvia is now becoming a part of that. Latvia's got a guy projected to go in the top 20. Latvia's got very solid goaltending. It's interesting how these guys can adapt and overcome, but it just means that Canada's got to go even harder at it. Julien, that's for you. And Mike Fisher, if you're watching, I didn't hit your ceiling this time. We need one of those Mr. Clean Magic erasers and get the step stool out. Clean up his ceiling. That's another good point, Dale. 100%. Latvia and the Swiss. Right? You've got guys that were always, every now and again you get a Nico Heischer or a Timo Meier, but now you're starting to get guys that are pumping out pretty consistently. Yes, again, the word I'm looking for. All right, let's fall into our SP Authentic. Half a dozen base cards, 3 on the front, 3 in the back, and then 3 inserts right in the middle. We got Jack Quinn to kick off, Cole Perforati, again, I know it's Perfetti, and Seth Jarvis. Hiding behind Seth Jarvis is a Spectrum FX card, which is a bounty. That's what we're looking for. Once you go and you collect them all, you can scratch off the code and you can redeem them on the Upper Deck website for a prize. Your prize may not be as good as what you get here from D&M Sports for guessing the right number and liking this feed, but it is a prize nonetheless. We have Grigory Romanov, which is your goaltender with San Jose, and Brian Halonen. I want to say something about, you know what, I'm not even going to do it. I'll say it next time. Jack Eichel, Brady Tkachuk, and Jake Sanderson are the base. Mike Fisher's probably out of cost. That's right, and Tom Wilson's in Washington. Ooh, it's going to be a good back line. Quinnigan. Second best Cooley in the league behind Dmitry Kulikov, Logan Cooley, Josh Norris. Your unsigned Future Watch, your bounty card will be Brendan Bryson with Vegas. Cale Makar is your maximum performance, and your limited red will be the Otter. Behind that will be Alexander Holtz, Jack Hughes, and Sasha Barkov. The beat goes on. Laffy, Mitch Marner, and Thomas Novak back yet again. That looks like a Future Watch to me. If I had to guess, we'll just go ahead and do the reveal right now. We're going to slow roll this a little bit once I get some focus. There it is. Even Thomas Novak trying to figure out what's above him. We'll take that. We can definitely work with that. That gets the Rangers on the board. Brendan Hoffman, who actually took the time and used the pen that they gave him, which is nice to see. I like the little number add-on there as well. That's a pretty nice auto when you take up the entire card like that. I like that quite a bit. The Rangers, the Rags, if you will. Where are the Rags? Where's New York? Number 30, Trevor Boutillier. Let's plop him over there. New Brunswick's own Bradley Nadeau and Archdeep Baines, your limited red. Kevin Hayes, Kent Johnson, and Peter Mrazek are your base. That's very, very nice. We'll take a quick peek at the back there for Hoffman. Still just a baby, of course, only born in 03. And still one more autograph to come. What I was going to say earlier when we pulled the Brian Halonen red unsigned I was going to say, thank God we didn't get his autograph. But last time I did that, we pulled his autograph right after, so I caught myself. And yeah, look at you guys. Freddy and Chris, Julien, Levy, and even Josh. I appreciate that. Yeah, Josh, yeah. Understatement of the year alert. Which autograph is better? Which guy took more time into his ink, eh? But très nice, très cool, if you will. I agree, Julien. It's tough because you have a guy like, your Future Watch alone, there's 999 of them, right? But on top of that, there's 100 flaps, and then there's more products to sign. These guys are signing 5 digits worth of autographs every year. So for them to actually take the time and sit down, you love to see it, right? You'd hope that they would just, put on a pot of tea or crack a wobbly pop or whatever, and then just sit down and just hammer a whole bunch of those out, right? Like, that's kind of the hope that these guys would do. But at the end of the day, some care more than others. Matt Boldy, who is the steal of my fantasy draft, I'll tell you. Roman Josi and the Great 8 behind him. Okay. Telemetry, my dear Brennan. We're back again. Yes, we're back. Tell a friend. So if you have the New York Rangers like Trevor, congratulations, you now PC young Brennan Hoffman. We'll take a little bit of a closer look here with a little bit of the focus action. Nice to see some consistency in that autograph for sure. And yet again, when you get a guy who's going to actually take their time to sign like that. And again, Hoffman is nice. I like that the one is in the home and one is in the away as well. Like anybody who would look at buying those, that's a nice kind of hand in hand, if you know what I mean. So let's put Hoffman on the 2 edges. So 2 autos off the hop, both rookies. Zach Opsachuk and Lil Gouda is your red. Marchenko, Jared McCann, and Leo Carlson. Your final base. And, well. Pretty hearty congrats to you there, Trevor. Nice to see some of those teams like the Rangers that don't always come through. And keep in mind, a handful of these boxes have 3 autos, so let's hope we get some more ink as well. Sophomore card for Kevin Korchinski. We have former Moncton Wildcat Jacob Pelletier and a sophomore card for Connor Bedard. Collaborating together is Anzai Kopitar and Adrian Kempe. Some pageantry for old Bedsy as well. And Declan Carlisle is your limited red. Pedersen, everybody's favorite televangelist, Luke Evangelista, and John Carlson. Looks like a bit quicker signature than the second one. Yeah, I'm okay with that, though. I mean, take your time in the Future Watch. And there's a good example of what I just said, though, right? You have a 999 Future Watches, call it 1,000, plus 100 Future Watch patch autos, plus whatever he's doing for like the telemetry or sign of the times or whatever. And then on top of that, you got other products. It's just one product. So when they take the time to sign, it does, especially in this generation. This generation being the young kids coming up, most kids don't even know cursive or any of that. And why would they, right? The Sway Man, we got Cooch and Oliver Borkstrand. Bork. Freshman Focus with Scott Morrow in Carolina. AM34 getting some pageantry. And Brian Russ, your limited red. DeBrincat, Kyle Connor, and the Otter are coming up the rear. Good call, Chris. Yep, plus the horizontal Future Watches. There's another 600 of those. God's sake, these kids got 2,000 autos in one product alone. Holy frig. 1, 2, 3, 4 packs remain to see if we can find a third auto. Get a little bit of focus here on Mason McTavish, Canada Junior Great, Nico Heischer, Connor Hellebuck, Zach Hyman's your maximum performance. Some more pageantry this time for Braden Shen. And Brennan Othman is back yet again with a third photo. It's almost like another photo variant out of everything, which is kind of neat. Brennan Othman times 3. Zegras, Russ, and Fantilli are the base. So for every pack with a Bruins card has also had a Tampa card. You know, Dale's doing the real research for these breaks, guys. He's got his graph paper out. He's got his Bible pens, you know what I mean, that are meant to write real nice and smooth. He's charting this bad boy out, and he says every Bruin card has a Tampa card with it. So we're going to continue to test that theory. Kopitar. Brock Nelson. Devin Taves. Some freshman focus, once again, for Declan Carlisle in Tampa. Quinnigan, getting some pageantry. And Adam Fantilli's your limited red. Stutzla, Neighbors, and Mosai is your base. We still do have... Praise Jesus indeed, Dale, and let his grace fall onto all of us. Sid the Not So Kid, Wyatt Johnston, with one of the best photos that I could have possibly asked that they ever put in there. It looks very intense, but at far away, he kind of looks like a Muppet, which is my favorite. Braden Shen, some blue parallel action, maximum performance for Neon Leon. You get 1 red pageantry per box. This time it'll be Keandre Miller, still in a New York uniform. And Gavin Brindley, your limited unsigned Future Watch. Andrei Svechnikov, Chris Letang, and Halifax's second favorite son, Nate Mack, is bringing up the rear. And this being the final pack now, cue up Europe. Ilya Sorokin, JT, and Mick Jesus, speaking of praise. Oh, boys, what a shame we couldn't get a bigger name. Acetate Future Watch. These are estimated to be less than 10 printed. Usually they're anywhere between, I'll say, 5 to 15. You know, if you get the Islanders, you're probably pretty happy to end up with that guy, Kyle McLean. Once again, you gotta love the little blurb on the back. Helped give the Islanders a 3-0 lead as they beat Ottawa because he had an assist late in the third. Still all counts. The Isle, number 24, Trevor. You've got both New York teams, my friend. And yeah, that one just for the pure pop count population, the whatever you want to call it. I'll put a little blanket here behind it, just so you can really kind of see the focus on it. And also, Dale, you may want to zone in because we got your favorite Matthew Tkachuk. That's right. This whole thing was a bit just so I could show Dale a Chewy card. The collaborations are going to be McJesus and Leon Draisaitl and Timmy Stew with the limited red. The other base cards will be Byfield and Charlie Lindgren in Washington. And once again, I get it for the name. That definitely goes on display, though, because those acetate Future Watches are gorgeous. There's not many cards that are like a 55 point, and this is one of them, because you can tell, I don't know how good it'll really show. That's not bad. There we go. You can tell how he pops off of the card. See what I mean? Like, he just kind of like, it really gives it, 3D's not the right word, but it really accentuates the card and has him popping right out. Whoop, as I clip my camera. Better clip the camera and the cardboard, I guess. And then we're back. Alright. Well, I will take that box of Spa, certainly. I get it. A pair of Othmans, technically a trifecta with the unsigned red. And the acetate Future Watch is nice as well. We're now into the main courses here, my friends. We have 4 boxes, all with 1 pack each. There is only going to be 23 more cards to appear. These are going to be 6 of them. Engrained Icons. Oh, boys. Why are we doing Engrained in the middle and not at the end, you may ask? Well, I think a lot of you know the answer. I'm terrified. The ceiling for this is absolutely ridiculous. It is whatever you want. It's dual stick autos. It's the whole thing. If you guys saw some of the sneak peek cards, I'll call them, that we kind of released ahead of time. My camera's a little tilty. There we go. You can see the sheer potential out of this stuff. The problem is that Upper Deck has deemed the term icon a little loosely. So what I like to say
If you go on the regular checklist for Engrained Icons, this is a like ridiculously thin pack as well. If you go on the checklist, it's a 100-card checklist, and I think even the layman would know 90% of those names. Like, it is just like tip top. Then you click the autograph tab and you see the names multiply by like 4 times, and you're like, oh, okay. I'm not saying the Florida Panthers deserve much for icons, only being around 30 years. But Olli Jokinen is the only player on the Florida Panther checklist, and I feel like they could have, slid in a Luongo or a Bure or something like that. Alas, they did not, and we will find exactly what is in this box overall. Chris, that is for you. But yes, we will go back-to-back with Engrained. Oh, you guys probably want to know the number because you guys are superstitious like that. 46. Boîte number 46. Lot number 46. Half a dozen cards per. And you guys saw with regular Engrained how up and down this can be. Regular Engrained, we pulled Slavkovsky, triple color RPAs. Beautiful. Pedersen was one of the ones that kind of jumps to mind with the beautiful patch auto. One very, very thick one in the back. And we've got some lumber rattled right in the middle. Usually those kind of curved in time cards, if you will. Krejci number 46. Well, knowing this checklist, he's probably in there. Do you guys remember Damian Rhodes with the Atlanta Thrashers, the goalie? He's an icon, don't you know? The base cards will very rarely disappoint, though, as we kind of take a little bit of a closer look here at Burnaby Joe. Classic Sam Squanch, barefoot there on the shoulder. So Joe Sakic gets you on the board early. And just because we can, we may as well... to heck with it. We'll take a little bit of time. Look at the front, look at the back. I put that Kachuk card away, sadly, so we'll have to use Marco Kasper as a base. There's a quick peek. Career stats, of course. Come on now. There we go. Hey! Cause is here. Sup, Mark? I'm glad you're able to make the break. You're just in time. This is card number 1 of Engrained Icons. We're going to do another one and then 2 big bad boys. So... you miss the appetizers, but I hope you brought your appetite, because there's more to come. And your second base card is Norm Ullman. We have a Norm Ullman signed puck here available in the store. Try to get some focus. Look at those gloves. Ah, the good old days. And the lack of helmet. There you go. There's a couple quick looks at your base. I brought Casper in, but I guess it's kind of a moot point, unless he's going to go dance with Christina Ricci. We don't really need Casper here. All right. Everybody ready? It's time for the wooden card, the lumber card, if you will. Clearly, I'm not ready. I'm trying to... there we go. Alrighty. Do-do-do. Boo-do-do-do. Guess that forehead! I'll say Bobby Hall. I am wrong. Howie Morenz, curved in time. And that will get Montreal on the board, and that gets Matt a gorgeous Howie Morenz. And once again, we have nowhere to be, and you guys are here for a show, so if you want to see the cards, let's take a look at the cards, am I right? Baboosh. What do you mean 10-0 Colts? What's going on, Macaulay? Make a phone call, would you? There you go. Morenz is the first player in Canadians' history to win the Hart Trophy multiple times, claiming the award 3 times. The Hall of Fame center first won the award in 1927-28. 51 points in 43 games. Baboosh. There goes there. Hunter, 100%. I think you only have to look at Martone to realize how cocky Team Canada is in there. They're going to work their way out of some draft picks. Nice wood, exclaims Chris. I bet he's been waiting all day to yell that. I love you. All right, here we go. Black bucket. Going to Jersey. And this is probably as good as an example of the blessing and curse of Engrained as you can get. Everyone knows New Jersey Devil icon Jay Pandolfo. And everyone's knocking down the door to get his auto at a 49.
Nice autograph. You're going to see some nice autos out of this product. That's for darn sure. But in the list of New Jersey Devil potentials, G. Pandolfo is probably not at the top of the list. However, I think in general we know who that player is. And it could certainly have been nothing, as in no auto. Fortunately, no stats on the back to kind of reference. But that goes to Jersey, Hunter. So Hunter M, you're on the board. If you have number 30, by the way, you have won a prize, so you know what to do. And see the Icons can teach this new generation how to sign autos. Preach! 100%, Chris. 2 more cards to go. Derek King. Icon Derek King. This is very true, Dale. Yes. He was a huge part of their cup runs. Yes, there's no doubt about that. This time we're going back to the aisle. Back to the aisle. And Derek King is on the board yet again for Trevor. We're going to have to start retiring a few of these guys as we go. The cards are gorgeous. The cards are absolutely stunning. And final card here behind Norm. Should be a Bossy right there. You got that right, Dale. Bossy or Trottier. Cuts of Glass. That's cool. I say glass, but it's clearly class, but I was covering up, so you're gonna work with me. Alex Del Vecchio. There's a name. Now we're back into names. That is numbered out of only 49, and I want to say it's number 5, but the numbers look double stamped. The 5 especially. You kind of see how it's sort of... There. You can probably see it right like that. The short print looks double stamped. It's like they didn't get the 4 the first time, then they had to do it again. Either way, still, if anything, it just added something to it. Red Wing legend. Former Capitaine. And it's a Game Use stick. Well, Game Use hockey memorabilia. Got a feeling it's stick. I got a feeling it's no skates. So there's Icons number 1. Actually, sorry, Eden McDonough. Del Vecchio deserves a little bit more there. So, again, when you hit, you're flipping hitting. But if you're not hitting, you're still going to get your ink, you're still going to get your hits, but it's all over the place. Which, let's be real, that doesn't make this product any different than any other product, because if you're a rookie, you need to get a card. So if that's the case, like, instead of just being a no-name rookie, you went to the KHL after a game and a half, you may have guys that you may not be as familiar with, like a Derek King, but at the same time, could be out of the jockstrap. Yeah, it's a stiff jockstrap, Dale. Yeah, so box number 18 for our second one here. Dale's talking about me rubbing jock straps, and Chris is talking about nice wood. And admittedly, I'm getting a little distracted. Who else we got around here? Yvon! C'est pour toi, monsieur. So, grain numero 2. I figured you liked that, Vince. Vince is a New York Islander fan. And seeing something like Derek King would definitely make him happy. That's interesting, the thick one at the very back. That is either just a regular kind of box loader, or it might be a redemption. Usually if the card itself is already thick, like if the card you're supposed to get to 180 point, they'll send you a 180 point box loader. So, might be nothing, might be something. I guess we'll find out early enough when we see how many cards we've got in here. The other thing, it might just be there to screw around with weight, keep things kind of basic. You'll rarely be disappointed with the couple base cards off the hop, and that will remain true with 1/4 of the Mount Rushmore of hockey, Mr. Hockey. And yet another hit for the Red Wings, which I suppose makes sense. At the end of the day, the original 6 are going to have more cards than the rest. Speaking of legends, we have Serge Savard here with Montreal. And now, here we go, diving into some of the hits. Got a goalie mask over the top. Ooh, well, I got a feeling we're going to New York if I had to guess. Wonder who it could be. His name was right in the back of my mind, and then for whatever reason I kind of switched over to Lundqvist and started arguing myself. Mike Richter. Mike Richter's nothing wrong with that. 57 is the number we're looking for of 199. If you're number 57, you know what to do. And we have... looks like 3 cards after that. And spoiler alert, it is just a box loader. There are 6. Alright, so anticlimactic there, but we'll get that out of the way. Alright, so past Mike Richter, where are we going? A little bit of a different look to this card. Ooh, going to Buffalo. Brian Holzinger. Very beautiful card. I like the framed look of the whole thing. Let's get a bit of a better look at that. Let's put Richter over here so we're not playing around with the numbered stuff any more than we need to. Free Brian from his cage. Holzinger. Quick peek of the back. Beautiful back. The old Beehive signatures. So that goes well with the Zach Benson. And looks like we have another of those same type of framed cards, if you will. Beehive style is correct, Brent. Solid blue bucket. Hartford! Hartford! Those are some of the best. I don't think they have, like, you know, I'm pretty sure they don't have, like, the Kansas City Scouts, you know, that type of thing. But for anybody wondering, Hartford... Yeah, Dale, you literally just read my mind. When I saw that card, I thought Miroslav Satan, to be honest with you. But when you see Hartford, we would follow the history of the team and where they went. Hartford Whalers became the Carolina Hurricanes, and that means Mario G is on the board with Mark Janssens. But yes, we'll always follow. My favorite is Keith Tkachuk in a Winnipeg uniform. If we pull Keith Tkachuk in a Winnipeg uniform, it does not go to the Jets. It goes to Utah. Because Winnipeg went to Phoenix, to Arizona, to Utah. The Winnipeg Jets, as you know now, were the Atlanta Thrashers. So you have to follow the proper trail. Pretty much every team but Winnipeg's easy as can be because they only move once or twice. But you get the well said by Yvonne, tough guy, Mark Jansen. Surprised his gloves are on him a pick. With a face like that, you know he's coming. You know he's hunting you down. Alright, let's plop that there. And now we got 1 card left. It is a very thick one. It's a fun blast through the past. We could use a big boomer, though. So let's see what's hiding. Remnants. Remnants of what, you ask? Ooh, original 6 is always a good time. Les Habitants de Montréal. Number 17 is Matt. Oh. Come on, give me the whole meal deal. Holy crap, that's nice. Good God Almighty. Sir Patrick, look at the stick. That's one of the coolest things I've ever seen. What do you want to call that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't know, 6 colors if you want. Number 18 of 49. That is so cool. I freaking adore that. There's a quick peek there at the back. Game Use Hockey Memorabilia has been certified to Upper Deck as being used in an official NHL game. Massive, massive congrats to you, Matt. Well. And by the comment section, it looks like you have buyers already lined up. Nice and short printed down to 49. I can't stop just looking at this and showing this on display. Like the stick, it like glistens. You know what I mean? Like it really like. Good Lord. Well, think that'll go front row. What do you think? But wait, there's more. Well, there's one good way on... That's a great example of Engrained Icons, everybody. You take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and then you have Engrained Icons. Where do they get these game use sticks after all this time? I can only imagine the warehouse of stuff that they have, Chris. I can only imagine. You're still getting Gordie House sticker autos after this time, too, right? Like, I can only imagine. And yes, Mathieu, whatever you... Yeah, Dale. I'd rather have a Turmo. Oh, Dale. I'll buy the card if he sells it. There you go, Hunter. So, Matt, I think you are a Montreal fan, but as mentioned, if you're looking to sell that card, you've got some buyers there. Well, okay. That was a hell of a recovery right there at the end. But it's a fun box, right? You're getting your ink, you're going to get your autos, you're going to get your guys who came through that you saw on TV from decades ago, all the way back to the Howie Morens and all the way forward up into some of the more modern guys, right? Let's go to Stature. To Stature. We have only 2 boxes left. We have 2 big home run boxes on the way, I am sure. Stature is only 1 pack with 5 cards. It is a double rookie year, 23-24 and 24-25. So if you have Chicago, San Jose, whatever, you're still involved in this box. No doubt about that. Some boxes have 6 cards to them. I wish they had 6 autos. Some boxes will have 6 cards. The auto is typically right smack dab in the middle. And Dale, to answer your question, the Engrained Icons are $299.99. If anybody would like to try their own, the Engrained Icons is actually $80 cheaper than the current Engrained, which features your more modern guys. 1 out of 3 packs will have a patch auto in it. This one's a little bit tougher to tell because it does look thicker, but we've been deceived before. Hunter! That's for you. I was worried it was going to come back down on top of me for a second. But it didn't. It didn't. Alright, folks. Here we go. So we do indeed have a patch. We've been getting skunked off the patches the last little bit. They're usually, like I say, 1 in 3. This was a product that Upper Deck kind of killed themselves on the verbiage because they made a point to say 1 out of 3 boxes have an auto, which got everyone enraged, but it turned out every box has an auto. It's 1 out of 3 for a patch auto. And quickly everyone calmed down again. The checklist is super duper tiny. The checklist is only 50 names on both sides, so 50 for 23-24 and 50 for 24-25. That means certain base rookies, good names, like Marco Kasper's not in here. Yaroslav Askarov is not in here. There's a few guys that did get passed over. So, once again, patch pretty much right in the middle. I'm going to go from the back, so we may see a numbered card right off the hop. Back to New York. That's badass. Beautiful shot of Brian Leach, numbered out of only 199. It's number 81. And I haven't seen Trevor in the break. He's usually in the comment section each break. I'm sure he'll go back and rewatch. New York, New York. Treating him well. That's for gosh darn sure. So there's that one. I'm going to take the next back card so that we can try to finish off on the thick one. Wyatt Johnston. Another very solid pickup. This numbered out of only 99. This would be the 23-24 year. So it's a sophomore card for Johnston. Second year, of course. Number 80 is the number we're looking for. And that goes to Julien. So Julien, you have an absolute stunning shorty print of Wyatt Johnston. Johnston. No bigger pet peeves when somebody calls him Wyatt Johnson. Must be drinking some margaritas on the beach. We can only be so lucky. Alrighty. So, behind Robertson is more than likely another base card, potentially numbered. I know that guy. It's Brian Leach. Out of 1199, it's number 1039. If anybody out there guessed number 1039, I'll give you 12 prizes. Because I'm confident nobody guessed that. 10-7 TDT law. That's what I like to hear. Thank you, Chris. So,
Here's now the thick one. I was trying to see if we can maybe get a peek at the numbering on it, but I think I'm going to ruin it if I do that. So, here we go. Patch auto incoming. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, mark that down with your Bible pen, Dale. 2 Dallas, 2 Ranger in the Stature. That design, I believe, is the... That design is 23-24. So maybe readjust your thinking into who we could possibly pull. Unfortunately, if you're looking for a Celebrini or what have you, you'll have to wait till the next box. Doesn't mean it's going to be a rookie. Oh, got a 15. Oh my goodness. Whew! I'd say don't look now, Colorado fans, but when he's won a cup, you can only get so upset. An absolute killer for Colorado. Mikko Rantanen back yet again. It's number 9 out of 15. If you have number 9, you know what to do. Colorado. Who has Colorado? It's number 15. Oh my goodness. It is Yvan Duguay. Félicitations, Yvan. The man I like to call Mr. Positivity himself. An absolutely crusher of a card. And again, look at the positivity in the comments. You guys rule. Like, I really appreciate the little pumping of the tires, if you know what I mean. And premium auto orange. Yeah, I'd say it's premium. Mikko Rantanen, man. Future Hall of Famer. I think he's already done enough to pretty much solidify that. And Yvon is very happy, and that is what I like to hear. I love doing these breaks because there's nothing more I want to do than pull this stuff for you guys. Like, and there you go, Yvon. Here come the people looking to pick it up. So, very similar to the previous Patty Waugh. I think you've got a few people looking to maybe get their hands on that too. So, Mikko Rantanen, front row center. Stature is excellent, actually. Let's do this so we can see the patch. Let's move this because it's a neat kind of wood card that you can get. And we'll put Mark over here. You can't really see him, but he exists. Stature is such a short checklist with 50 names on each side. It's only 25 base, 5 legends, and then your rookies remain. So even still, like, the worst guys you can get are like Robert Thomas and Tage Thompson, and they're still the best players on their own team. But at the same time, when you hit, you can absolutely hit. And I don't remember if I said this on the break or to somebody earlier this morning, but there are some guys that when they leave your team, they're dead to you. You hate them, or, you know, they left on bad terms, or whatever you want to say. The fact that Rantanen won a cup in Colorado gives him so much extra appeal. You probably don't like him if you're a Carolina fan, but aside from that, Mikko Rantanen. Let's go. But wait, there's more. We have the Baby Cup. 24-25 Premier. Yes, my friends, it continues. How could there be even more hits, you say? Well, it's a D&M Sports Break. Of course it's full of hits. Half a dozen cards. Premier, once again, affectionately known as the Baby Cup, is typically seen as one step below, the very next step below, the big $2,000 box of the cup. You have 1 patch auto per box on average, plus an additional auto, 2 additional memorabilia, short print, that type of thing, and then you will have 2 base cards. Very chunky pack, this go. And I have 1 more box flip to give out. And, oh, what the heck. Dale, that's for you, buddy. All right. Keep in mind, maybe the secret sauce. That was box number 21 for Stature. This is box number... This is the Levy box. I picked it for him. Box number 69. Get it? The weed number. All right, off we go. Sorry. Evolved like a team for next week. I wonder why. Evolve D1 spot. Oh shoot, yeah, I should probably... Jeez. Thanks, Evolve.
I was going to let you guys get away with a commercial-free episode until you've all hit me. Oh no, someone's in front of my placard. I can't see what I'm doing next week. Well, if you guys want to... Santa Scott's here. What's up, Scotty? If you guys would like to get into next week's break, now is the time. We will be closed on New Year's, which will be on Thursday. And because of the holidays, things are typically... things are busy. Let's just put it that way. I wish I could see past that lovely person up near the cash. Oh, there we go. Maybe a little bit of a sign. Hold on here. We're going to try to do this again. You'd think eventually I would just start taking a picture ahead of time. But alas, I am not that smart. And refuse. Oh my good God. It's just like barely a shoulder in the way. Come on now. Just take a step to your right. Oh man. Somebody took the placard. Alright, well, that's enough of that. But if you want to get into the break, wow, there's a lot of thick cards in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right off the hop. So we'll see what we can find. If you can hear me up front at the cash, if you could please type in the products for next weekend's break, that would be lovely. We'll get kicked off with our first base card, which will be a shorter print. This goes to Ottawa, number 90, Timmy Stew. Timmy Stew. Timmy Stew. Next one will be Rutger McGurdy out of $3.99. That goes to the Pens. Number 125 and number 90 are the lucky numbers that we're looking for, by the way. Patch auto is typically the very next one. I'm going to show you the very back card here first. Travis Sanheim gets the Flyers on the board. There you go, Mark. That'll get Sanheim going for you. Baboosh. Should be almost time for another cup break. You want to know the curse of the cup break, Chris? It's where in The Simpsons they go, oh, the Siamese taxes. The cup is $2,000. After tax, that makes it $2,300, which is usually slightly more than what we do now. So you guys got to make a decision. Do you want to do a break of one box of the cup and that's it? And it's probably like $80 a team? $225 for 3? Or do you just want to move off from that? You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I only have one box of 22-23 cup at a much more affordable price. I'm trying to leave that guy on the shelf because I'm not in a rush to sell it. It's nice to have extra product. So if you guys all want to actually go ahead and do a cup break, I can do you a cup break. But it's going to be $80 a team for half a dozen cards. So just keep that in mind. All right. So should be our patch auto. That's a good sign. I know who that is. Let the Levy break, Mirilainen. He's playing excellent this year. We're going to take a better look at that one. And that's an excellent card for Ottawa. Even though that Tim Stützle was nice. It gets better. Out of only 65, it's card number 44 of 65. Scott wants it anyway. All right, I'll keep you guys in mind. I'll keep a bit of a tally. And hey, maybe we say frigate. Maybe we just say $125 for a team. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Chris, you read my mind. Maybe we say frigate and we just $100, $125. You put a few more things and you build a cup around it. I'll take that under consideration, Mr. McCulley. The Ottawa Senators belong to number 7, Hunter. Beautiful patchwork. Just a quick peek there at the back. Thick cards are notorious for not grading well and that type of thing. This one looks gorgeous. The edges on it are quite sharp right across the board. That beautiful acetate finish really is not showing any sort of print lines or that type of thing. That's a very, very, very beautiful one. And if you have number 44, you know what to do. And oh dear Lord, who do I move now? Let's move Kyle McLean. Howie, you're on the move again. Let's put Levy front row. Alright. So, my placard is being blocked yet again. We go back to work with what's behind Rutger. There's 2 cards left, one thin, 75 point and one thick. We're going to do the thinner one first. We have
horizontal card. Back to Ottawa. Actually, how could we go back if we have never actually left? It's had 2 prices before. Dale, for you? No. Premier Penmanship. It is a junior card for Jake Sanderson, a third-year card, if you will. You know what? The autograph wanes a little bit. However, he is known for having that autograph. So, it's not great, but I can work with it. And all of a sudden, Hunter, who just said he's going to give a Luke Robitaille patch card to Santa Scott here for free. You're a good man, Hunter M. Karma immediately rewarded him and an outpouring of Ottawa cards. A short print Stutzla, a patch auto for Levy, and this Sanderson auto as well. Where the hell am I going to put all this stuff? Right. You know it's a good break when we're starting to take autographs and put them to the side. And this is it, my friends. Actually, no it's not, because I still have you guys hostage, and I think that there might be a chance I can see that goddamn placard now. That's right, you're all hostage. What do we got in here? We're doing some more clear cut. Looks like some Stature, SP Authentic. Black Diamond is coming back next week as well. So 3 clear cut, Black Diamond, SPA. We're going to do a tin, a blaster, and a couple other 1-pack products as well. But if you'd like to get into next week, we'd love to have you in. If you're someone who usually takes a few spots, please reach out and solidify that. Very, very lastly, no commercial here. We're going to give away a free spot for that break. If you have a spot in this one, you have a chance to get a free $75 spot. Scott Curzon won it this week. Somebody, he could repeat, I suppose. But that will be in a video following this feed, and it will go up about 10 to 15 minutes once we're done. Make sense? Excellent. Time for the last one. What you got, Rutger? Oh, that's an upside down card. Or a horizontal card. As LA Knight would say, yeah! 2 of 25. Will Smith, no, not the actor. Will Smith, no, not the Dodgers catcher. Will Smith, yes, that Will Smith, with a stunning chest logo. Patchtacular is right. And what a save for the San Jose Sharks. That goes to Jamie. San Jose was getting pretty annihilated this whole break until now. One has to imagine that'll get you your break money back out of it. There you go. Chest logo. That one, of course, the top fin that peeks through. And that's about as good of a finish as you can get. The 3 stars are going to be nearly impossible because we just got overloaded with a crap ton of boomers all of a sudden, one after another after another. Your 3rd star is going to be tough. Let's say it's a tie. That's right. Why is it going to be a tie? Because I can do what I want. Let's keep it between Will Smith and let's keep it between Levy with the auto. Smith a little bit shorter. The Patchtacular, always very sought after. 2nd star of the night. This one is about as tough as it's going to get. I'm going to go with the Patois. Being edged out very narrowly, only because it's a little bit of a higher number and doesn't have that ink. And Yvon Duguay, félicitations sur le première étoile de la soirée. There you go. Beautiful out of 15 auto. And even Hunter's getting in on the action. Nice finish with a couple of woods. There you go. Scott, to answer your question, the next in-store break, no later than Series 2, which will be mid-March. I will try to whip something together with a different product that'll come out between now and then. So stay tuned on that front. One last time, everybody, we got a free spot to give away. Don't go too far away from this page because you have a chance to win that freebie, of course. But for the meantime and in between time, my friends, I appreciate you guys ever so much. Keep your stick on the ice.